How can we remove the last elements from a list using Python? Here we have a list called video duration. If we use a type function, you can see that it's a list. Then we can check the content of that list, and we can also check the length of that list, which is 11 elements inside that list. So how to remove one last element in that list? We've got so many ways to do that. The first way we can do is using del statement. So again, here is the original list. Then we use the del statement. So how to use the del statement? Just type in del, then the list name. Then we need to put in the element that we want to remove, which is using reverse indexing. -1 is actually the last element in the list. And then we just print that out again. We can also print out that element and the length of that element as well, length of video as well. So we want to print out the list and the length of the list. Something wrong there. Line 3, which is okay. Probably we should print the length from the beginning of the list so it will look better. So we see that the original list is 11 elements, and after using del statement, we got 10 elements instead. The second method that we can use is pop method. So again, here we got the list, then we use the pop method and we print out the list again. So we run it and we got the same result. The last element in the list was removed, and the list now have 10 elements in it. Next is using slicing. So we can copy the whole here and we just change that. So slicing, that means we just redefine the list by itself, but we're gonna choose from beginning to the last element. Then we can get the same result. Another method that we can use is remove. So here is how to use remove. So we got the list here. Then to remove, we just call the list and call remove here, and open parentheses, and we put in the value of the item that we want to remove. So it's not necessarily the last item, but any item that you want to remove is going to be removed from the list. Then we print out the list again. So kind of here and here. So you can see that the same result before removing and after removing. Similar, we can use remove, but because the last item can also be determined by using the list itself, and we choose slicing, which is -1, and we run it. So we got the same result. So what if we want to remove more than one item from the last of the list? For example, here we want to remove 2 items, for example 4 items. So we want to define the number of items that we want to remove, for example 4 items. Then we define the list. So now we got the list, looks like that. Next is we gonna use slicing to remove the n number of last elements from the list. So this is the way we can do that. First we can do video duration. It's actually equal video duration itself. Then we use slicing. On the left here we keep empty, that means from the beginning of the list. And on the right here we just put in minus and we copy the number of items. After run that, we print out the list again. So you can see that because we put in 4 items, so the list before remove is 11 elements, and after removing we got 7 elements. So what if we remove 8 items? Then we got that before it's 11 and after it's 3. So that's it. It's all the way that we can remove one last item from a list or more than one last item from a list.